Over 9 billion pickles are consumed in the United States each year. That's about 20 pounds per person. To meet this massive demand, giant pickers harvest millions of fresh cucumbers. But how are pickles made? We visited a pickle factory to find out. How are pickles made? Pickles are one of the most delicious and popular snacks in the world. Their delicious flavor and crunchy texture make today's burgers even more delicious. A U.S. pickle company produces over 500 tons of pickles a day. That's over 500,000 jars a day. But to produce that much, you need tons of fresh cucumbers. California is one of the major cucumber producers in the U.S., especially in the Central Valley. The valley has a Mediterranean climate with mild winters and warm summers, ideal for growing cucumbers. The whole process begins with harvesting when the cucumbers reach a suitable size of 5 to 10 centimeters. A farmer prepares a harvester, a sophisticated machine that has completely changed the way cucumbers are harvested, thanks to its advanced design and ability to handle large volumes in record time. The machine is equipped with a vibration system designed to harvest the fruit without damaging it. The harvester operator conducts a trial run on a small section of the field to adjust forward speed, vibration, intensity, and harvesting height. This ensures that only ripe cucumbers are harvested and the crop suffers as little damage as possible. Harvesters are carefully aligned with rows of crops and equipped with an automatic guidance system. These machines move precisely across the field. It's a factory on wheels. Sharp teeth cut the roots and feed the plants onto a conveyor belt. The plants move up the conveyor belt to the harvester. Inside the harvester, metal teeth shake the cucumbers to separate them from the vines. The shakers separate the heavier fruits from the plants. The machine moves along the rows, collecting the plants and shaking the fruit. The harvesting arms contact the plants, gently shaking the stems to cause ripe cucumbers to fall off. The cucumbers fall directly onto a continuous conveyor belt. The system is designed to handle the fruit carefully, avoiding bumps or bruises. The conveyor belt transports the fruit to the cleaning system. The machine has a cleaning system that removes leaves, branches, and other plant debris during harvesting. As it moves along the conveyor, the waste is separated by sorting rollers. The speed of the machine is carefully controlled. If the machine moves too fast, fruit may be left on the tree. If the machine moves too slowly, efficiency will be reduced. The operator continuously monitors the performance of the harvester to identify problems such as jamming or improper adjustment. Verify that the harvested fruit meets the desired size and quality standards. The cleaned cucumbers are then fed into a large capacity hopper built into the machine. Several sensors monitor the filling level to prevent overflow and alert the operator when it is time to empty. Once the bin is full, the harvester moves to a transport truck parked at the edge of the field. A hydraulic arm transfers the cucumbers from the machine's bin to the truck quickly and efficiently. The system ensures that the dumping is even, avoiding crushing or damaging the fruit during transport. The truck then transports the cucumbers to the processing plant. Trucks loaded with fresh cucumbers arrive at the plant and are weighed to record the net weight of the load. Documentation is verified to ensure that the product meets the required quality specifications. The cucumbers are then unloaded into a receiving hopper using a hydraulic system. During unloading, a quick visual inspection is performed to identify damaged, contaminated, or non-compliant fruit. The cucumbers are then transferred to an automated washing system to remove soil, plant residue, and other contaminants. This washing process uses high-pressure water jets combined with rotating brushes to ensure complete cleaning. The cucumbers are transported on a conveyor belt, where operators remove any damaged fruit. Next, they pass through a sorting machine to sort them by size. These machines use adjustable rollers to separate them into categories. In large vats, vinegar, water, salt, and spices are mixed to prepare the pickling solution. A hopper pours the fresh cucumbers into large fermentation vats filled with brine, a natural preservative that helps prevent food from spoiling. The cucumbers are placed in the brine at a controlled temperature to naturally ferment, which produces lactic acid. After spending 3 long months in brine, the cucumbers come out of the tank and turn into pickled cucumbers, but the pickling process leaves the cucumbers with 4 times more salt concentration than seawater, due to the large amount of salt used in the brine. A hot water bath removes all the excess salt during the pickling process. Turmeric powder is also added. This spice is derived from the root of a plant similar to ginger, which does not change the taste but gives the cucumbers their characteristic yellow color. The water in the tank is drained and replaced with fresh water at regular intervals. This process continues for about 24 hours until the salt content in the cucumbers is reduced to an edible level of 2%. The super areas remove unsuitable cucumbers with serious deformities or visible blemishes. They are then ready for cutting. A cutter aligns the entire cucumber. These machines are equipped with a wavy blade that creates even, precise cuts. The design creates deep, regular grooves in each slice. As the pickles pass through the blade, the cuts are created in a characteristic wavy pattern. The blade can be adjusted to control the thickness of the slices and the depth of the waves. The slices fall onto a conveyor belt that carries them to the next stage of the process. Meanwhile, another machine aligns the jars for packaging. The pickles are transported to an automated packaging line where they are carefully placed into jars. An operator compresses the pickles, leaving a space for the pickle solution to be poured into the jar. And then hot pickle solution is poured into the jar to completely submerge the pickles. This is a mixture of brine and vinegar that helps prevent the contents from spoiling. The jars are tightly sealed using a high-speed sealing machine and piping. It shoots a stream of steam into each jar to seal it. The steam heats the air inside the jar, and the jar is immediately removed from the steam and capped. The sudden temperature change creates a vacuum under the lid, and that's what makes the slight popping sound when the jar is opened. The jars pass through a sensor that monitors air bubbles under each lid. If a jar is damaged, a robotic arm removes it from the production line. The sealed jars pass through pasteurization tunnels, where they are heated to temperatures of over 100 degrees Celsius for a certain period. This process eliminates pathogenic microorganisms and ensures the long-term stability of the product. After pasteurization, the containers are rapidly cooled in a water cooling system to stop the cooking process and preserve the texture of the cucumbers. The operators then package the remaining containers. Pickle jars pass through automated labeling lines that apply labels with product information such as brand, ingredients, net weight, and expiration date. The finished product is stored in temperature-controlled chambers, ready for distribution. Jars are grouped into boxes or trays and prepared for shipping. This industrial process ensures that the pickled cucumbers reach the consumer with a fresh taste, crunchy texture, and exceptional quality. The pickled cucumbers will retain their flavor and freshness without spoiling for at least 2 years. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Wish you a new day full of energy and joy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting content. See you in the next video.